Hi, welcome to Planetary Calendars Astro Forecasts. I'm Ralph Dimichis, one of the astrologers, along with Lonnie Dimichis. By the way, if you like our shows, please like our YouTube channel and join up, subscribe, and maybe click that little reminder button too, so you see us consistently. You'll get a lot out of it, and it will help us a great deal in bringing you these shows on an ongoing basis. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about August 9th through the 15th, 2021. Have to be careful because we just finished up the 2022 calendar, so I'm having a little spatial timal thing going on there. Monday, the 9th. Okay, we start off with the void across early in the morning. It's really not an issue. It's over so soon. We're not even going to worry about it. And in fact, even the Jupiter that's making a difficult aspect to the moon, it's underneath the number. That's not an issue because it's making the aspect to the moon when it's just leaving Leo. So it's not an issue. Don't worry about it. We do have a nice aspect from Mars, and that's because that's a conjunction. Mars has moved into Virgo now, so you're having a nice conjunction in the course of the day, and that kind of energize your emotions a little bit. The moon is also, people think about the moon as emotions, but it's actually a lot about physical movement. Why do we move things? We move because we feel a certain way about things. In Vedic astrology, they speak a lot about that. They consider the moon related very much to mental issues and physical motion, and I think we need to view it more that way. It's not detached. I always think of it kind of like mom walking around the kitchen table while everyone is eating. She does sit down, but you wonder how much time she spends in the seat and how much time she spends moving around doing stuff. That's the moon. Okay, we have the sun parallel moon. That's not a really important thing, but the Venus opposite Neptune. This one you got to kind of pay attention to because Venus is about how we feel in our relationships with other people. And Neptune has a lot to do with our intuition about other people. So watch out if those, you get weird feelings in the course of the day. Remember that the aspect for this is running from, the few days before, the few days after. So all through there, you may just watch out for strange social encounters. Let's put it that way. Watch out for strange social. They could be good, strange social encounters. Just be aware that, we're in that aspect. Okay. Now on the Tuesday, and you have to say that this is actually a very nice month. August is normally a nice month anyway, and this one's an especially nice month because there's only two planets that change sign in the whole month, Mercury and Venus, and they do it both during the week I'm talking about. So there's not a lot of turbulence. I think it's Uranus goes retrograde in the course of the month, but that's the only planet that goes retrograde. It's a very smooth, easy month, which is what August is supposed to be. So on the Tuesday, we have Mercury opposite Jupiter. Now this is kind of funny. This is the challenge between the little and the big. It's between, do we take care of the details or do I have the big picture? And you may find that issues like this, if you work in an organization and one person's job is to take care of the details, the other person's job is to have the big vision, they may be at loggerheads within a few days of this. So be aware of that. On the other hand, remember, oppositions and squares are opportunities to get things done. So this could be a chance for a really great discussion about how you integrate these two sides of your work together, the details and the big picture, so you make sure that the details, know where you're going. In other words, it's the idea that, it doesn't matter, if you carry the ladder into the forest, if you walk into the wrong forest, you gotta have a long range view. That's part of what astrology is about. It's long range forecasting. Astrologers are, after all, the first futurists. Okay, on the Wednesday, this is really what it's leading up to. This is Mercury enters Virgo. And what's cool about this is that Mercury is crossing over the star Regulus, heart of the lion. Right, it's a lovely star. It really is very, very energized. Now Mercury is moving into its rulership position. This is its feminine rulership position. I like to think of it as the responsive position because it's where Mercury in Gemini is, hey, let's move things along. Mercury in Virgo hears what they're saying and then says, well, this is what we should also do. You know, it responds. It's the feminine positions are responders. The masculine positions are the dynamic positions. They take action. The feminine positions are the responders. It makes us, the Mercury in both rulerships, in Virgo and Gemini, are very facile. They're very quick to change directions. They're very quick to adapt to other people. So we're coming into a period of time when people are going to be very, communication is going to get better. Let's put it that way. Mercury is also moving fast this month. So anything that has to do with communications is going to tend to take place quickly. If you had to fill out applications or things like that, or any writing projects, you know, with the speed that Mercury is working on, if you want to journal at this time, this is a fantastic time to journal all through this month because Mercury's moving fast and you have great transits. If you're starting a new writing project, or, you know, you've gone to the beach and you have this writing project you've been trying to get to, this is a great time to work on it. You know, it just really functions well. Now, Venus is trine Pluto. Venus and Pluto are both making nice aspects to the moon. Neptune's making difficult aspects to the moon. Other than the Venus trine Pluto, even most of the stuff I really wouldn't worry about because it's Pluto. You know, if you can personally feel a Pluto transit, unless it's like literally going over your rising, which it seems to, because it moves so slow, it seems like it takes forever. Unless you have a transit like that, most people don't really notice lunar Pluto transits or personal transits, you know. There may be issues going on now about social justice related to people in positions of power. That could be a big issue right now, you know, in terms of the global, but you won't feel it personally. You may see it in the news. On the 12th, very quiet day. The only aspect is Saturn making a nice aspect to the moon. It's Saturn in Aquarius, you know, an air sign making a nice aspect to the moon in Libra, also an air sign. Nice social day. It's a good day to, for instance, work with people who are in positions of responsibility. Very good for them, okay? Finally, we come to the 13th. We come into August 13th, Left-Handers Day. It's also the Perseid meteor showers. This should really be a holiday. I think it should be a national holiday.
It is for us.
It is for us, exactly. The moon is in Libra most of the day. There is a void, of course, in the afternoon. It's in Libra. Myself, I would take a long lunch. It's in Libra. Go out with people you like. Relax. It's August. You know, don't rush. This voids, of course, have some really good purposes. You know, going out to a long lunch is one of them, I think.
Are you really not going to explain that's the day we met?
That's the day we met, too. We met there at an astrological conference on the 13th of August. That's why it should be a holiday. It is to us. Jupiter's making a nice aspect. To the moon, but early in the day when it's in Libra. There's a nice sun sextile moon. Pluto's making a challenging aspect also earlier in the day. Once you get up into the afternoon and the early evening, things will go very smoothly because then the moon's in Scorpio. And the moon is in Scorpio, you know, many times people say horrible things about the moon in Scorpio. It's not justified, believe me. The moon in Scorpio is a lovely position. That's the position you want someone to have when you want to confide in them because they'll never, ever tell your secrets. They might blackmail you, but they'll never, ever tell your secrets. No. We call it the confidant position. So, on the 14th, quiet day, there's nothing on the line, but Mercury and Mars are both making nice aspects to that moon. So communication, personal activity, things like that are great. Okay, on the 14th, the moon's in Scorpio all day. Mercury and Mars are both making nice aspects to the moon. This is a great day to get things done, you know, for yourself. You know, things around the house, things for yourself, things where, you know, you're going to need a lot of physical energy. Mercury and Mars like to get into stuff. If you have a project you really need to get into, this is the day to do it. Now, Saturn and Uranus are not making good aspects to the moon. You know, don't do anything too serious, you know. Or if, you know, you could make this work in a way. If you have a project that's going to be difficult, this could be the day to do it because Mercury and Mars will give you the energy to go in there. And Saturn and Uranus means that you're prepared for chaos. So good time for a Saturday project. Finally, okay, and this is the other transit, the other ingress of the week. On the Sunday, the 15th, Venus enters Libra. So here we had Mercury enter its ruling sign on Wednesday, and now Venus is entering her ruling sign on Sunday. These are the only two ingresses in the whole month. Venus in Libra is a wonderful position for people who like to share, for people who truly are concerned about other people. So communication has just gotten better, and people are suddenly more concerned with fairness and hearing what other people have to say. This is a wonderful combination. It's the first quarter moon, so it's a good day to get things done. But remember, it is Sunday, so it's supposed to be a day of relaxation. Neptune, Pluto, and Venus are making nice aspects to the moon. Let's see, they're making it earlier in the day. Though actually Pluto's going to be a little later, as is Venus. They make aspects late in the day, so that's split. The Jupiter is making difficult aspects, but that's late in the day, in the evening, once the moon moves into Sag. Because remember, there's a void, of course, from like 8:04 p.m. to 8:11 p.m. It's very, very short when the moon goes into Sag. It's really pretty much the days in Scorpio. In truth, all of those things, whenever you have a planetary ingress like that, the rest of the stuff really kind of goes out the window a little bit, because the energy from that planet ingress is pretty strong. We always say, watch out for bumps in those days. That energy really, it's kind of like, Venus arrives. Okay, what was the other stuff? I didn't really notice. Got left outside the door. Did you slam the door in somebody's face? Well, Venus was arriving. And that's one of the things that happens with these planetary ingresses, especially with the personal planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars. You really notice them. So that's the week. Like I said, we're in August. What's to worry about? So you can come back and see us on our YouTube channel, Planetary Calendar Astrology. We do the portraits every Tuesday, and we do the forecast every Friday. You can also see us at planetarycalendar.com, where you can find our calendars. Of course, we're using the 2021 calendar, but we have the 2022s available, and they've been going out the door practically every single day. So make sure you get yours before we run out. Please make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. It's a big help. And until next time, be well.